Good morning from day 19. 19.
I know.
Holy crap. It is a beautiful sunrise. Gorgeous. We have our Mission Creek adventure today. I think it's going to be about a 15-ish mile stretch where the trail's washed out. We'll be bouncing back and forth with the trail and scrambling up and down and having to treat our water from the creek. You ready?
Yeah, I'm excited to use our little bleach setup, kind of.
Sounds like a lot of people are making it through though, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, let's hit the trail. All right, this is Mission Creek. This is where we have to start treating our water, and we need some. All right, so we have 4 to 5 drops in each of our 2-liter bags. We're gonna let that sit in there for at least 30 minutes and then filter it through our Sawyers so those don't get infected. If anything, they'll get disinfected, I guess. Yeah, and these are actually what is recommended by the CDC in case of an emergency water situation. It's 2 drops per liter, so that's what we are doing. And aside from water treatment, we read on Far Out, one of the best ways to get through this washed out section is to kind of not follow the actual trail, but at least for 8 miles, we're just going to follow this creek bed. So we'll see how that goes. And unfortunately, we are going to be in and out of the creek all day. So our feet are going to be soggy. It's going to suck. It's all about finding the path of least resistance. Well, we just had our first and hopefully only big scare on the PCT, and it wasn't the snake. We were finishing up a break, and Hannah hiked ahead when I was filtering some water, and we both just assumed I would catch up, but after a good 45 minutes I had not caught up, so she posted up and waited 30 minutes. And then started scrambling looking for me. Meanwhile, at some point I had passed her, and I was well ahead, and I was wondering at that point if she was ahead or behind me. Eventually another hiker headed the opposite direction. I asked him if he had seen her, and he hadn't seen anyone in 20 to 30 minutes, and they did not look like her. So I started freaking out a little bit. So backtracked a little bit, still didn't see her. Hiked ahead more, didn't see her. Eventually just backtracked like a mile, and eventually ran into her. And she had scrambled back to our break spot, and then back, and she was freaking out. And so when we finally saw each other, there was a big hug and some tears, but it was a hard lesson to learn. So yeah, if you're hiking with somebody that you love, keep them close, because when you don't know where they are, that is the worst feeling in the world. And that's definitely not happening again. And of course, needless to say, we are both ready to be out of this creek bed. This is brutal. we found this nice, flat, shady campsite right off the trail. So we are done for the day. Today sucked. Alright, day 19 is in the books. That was a tough one. About 14 and a half or so trail miles, but 15 and a half or more miles total from our getting lost situation, or not being able to find each other situation. So it was hard terrain. Walking through the creek bed was very draining, and there was a lot more climbing than we thought. It was over 4,000 feet of elevation today, so bodies are hurting, feet are hurting, and we are just mentally drained. So we are going to pound down some Nor chicken fried rice and get to bed early. We're planning a big day tomorrow. Talk to you guys in the morning. Cheers. Good morning and welcome to day 20.
Whoa.
Whoa, 20 days already. We are going to have a pretty big day of hiking. We're going to try to set ourselves up to get into Big Bear in good time tomorrow. So we're going to see how far we can get today. But shouldn't be as much of a pain in the ass as yesterday. So here's to a better day of hiking. Let's hit the trail. We are a little over 3 miles in, and that was our last water source for about 17 miles. So we grabbed a few liters each, and looks like today is going to be at least a 20-mile day. Let's go. We did not realize the trail was going to gain this much elevation again this quickly. We were back at right about 8,500 feet, and it's nice. It was a climb to get up here, but we're back in the pine trees, a little cloud cover, a little shade from the trees, the air is cooler, it smells good. This is a good day for hiking. Behold our creation. I don't know what place that was we just passed by, but there were horses and dogs and roosters next to a road. Wasn't expecting this here. We're up to 8,700 feet, and it might not be super obvious on the camera, but there's a light snow going on right now. Getting towards the end of the day, and we have been cruising downhill. All of a sudden, it's been like 17, 18, 19 miles. It's been a nice, moderate downhill, cool weather, overcast. It's been great. We have energy today. Let's get to camp. All right, we made it to camp. 21 and a half miles. Not actually where we intended to go. We meant to go a mile or a mile and a half further. But heard some thunder, clouds were dark, winds were picking up, temperature dropped, saw a bit of rain in the distance, so we just set up at the first campsite we could find, which is right here. And it's actually off to the side of a dirt road that looks like it used to be the actual PCT, so it's kind of like camping around the PCT. But of course, as soon as we had the tent up, the sun came out, and now it's beautiful. Now we're here. It is day 20, and we are coming to you with horror tales from the trail. Just kidding. We hiked 21 and a half miles today. It was our biggest day so far by, well, 1.5 miles. And it was much better than yesterday.
Yes, yeah, days like yesterday make me really grateful for days like today when it was just pure trail all the way through. There were a few washout parts at the beginning, but easy enough to navigate.
Yeah, much smoother day overall. Back up into higher elevation, back into the trees, cool weather. It was nice and cloudy all day, so it was a great day of hiking. Had ourselves some delicious mashed potatoes and gravy for dinner. And tomorrow we are hitching into Big Bear. Got about 8 miles or so to the trailhead, and then we'll see how that goes. We have laundry and resupplies to do, so that is the plan. Talk to you guys in the morning. Cheers. Good morning from day 21. 21 days. It's a pretty hot morning out, so we're really looking forward to getting into Big Bear so we can get into some air conditioning. But we have a short hike to get to that trail. It's actually a trailhead, I think, for the PCT, and then we can hitch into town from there. And then we'll have our chores to do. So, yeah, let's hit the trail.
Cheers.
All right, just over 8 miles. We made it to the highway to hitch into Big Bear. Didn't even have to hitch. We got picked up by a former hiker named Bosco. He was dropping some other hikers off and just brought us right back into town. We were able to early check into our hotel, which is the Black Forest Lodge, and haven't slept here yet, but if you're a PCT hiker, you can get a room for $80 flat that's no taxes or anything, and for $10 more, you can get a room with a hot tub in it. Check out what we got going on here.
Welcome to our abode for the night. We are in this awesome bear-themed room with bear art everywhere. It's kind of like a lodge feel, but then we've got this like modern hot tub, which is only $10 extra. Fireplace, even has a little kitchenette over here. I would say this is a pretty good deal for $90 a night.
This place is fantastic. Day 21 is in the books. We hiked about 8 miles, made it to the highway. Didn't even have to stick our thumbs out, and someone was dropping off a couple other hikers, picked us up, and brought us into town. Got to check into our hotel early, ran some errands, ate a bunch of food, got our laundry done, got our resupply from an actual grocery store, which was nice, and enjoyed our hot tub. Yeah, it was a pretty good day, but we are not taking to zero tomorrow. We are back on the trail in the morning. Talk to you guys then. Cheers.